Hepburn, all in favor?
Aye.
7:07. This is taken in closed session. Student petition for reinstatement 15/24/25 to permit conditional enrollment in the traditional school program or other educational programs.
Move.
Hepburn moves, second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes. That's it at that time. Student petition for reinstatement 55/23/24 to permit conditional enrollment to a traditional school program or other educational program.
Move.
Second.
Moved by Hepburn, seconded by Wright. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Absent. The recording of this meeting is being made and shall be kept for 30 days as public record. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. Ready to begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call. I am here. Adrian Rendon is here. Bob Insolette is here. Justin Wright is here. Sunny Hepburn is here. And I saw Miss Finch over in the way. She is here. Motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Motion by Insolette,
Second.
seconded by Wright. Student board member, do you have anything? Okay. So you approve? All in favor?
Aye.
Hook Squad presentation.
Miss
Ms. Taylor, if she is not here.
Taylor.
Yeah, she went home.
We'll have it next board meeting.
Okay. Robotics presentation. Ms. Schmidt.
Hi everyone, I'm Ms. Schmidt. I'm the high school robotics advisor, and these are the students who will be giving the presentation.
Hello, everybody. My name is Cal Bradley.
And I'm Riley Kinney. We are the captains.
I'm William Benton, the Shaping Leader and Treasurer. I'm also the Chief Secretary.
So in this presentation, we're going to be going over the ways that you guys were able to support us last year during our build season and our competitions. And briefly, we'll be going over what our plans will be for this year and other things outside of just robotics, because we do outreach events and team bonding stuff that will also be in this presentation. So our sub-teams our team is structured for success by splitting into sub-teams. We have manufacturing, which designs the robot and then builds the base. We have technology, which does the electrical components and the programming. And then we have our business team, which is outreach and our team image. Okay, so this is the first thing that we do. This is kickoff in January. This is when we actually find out what the game is. So every year we have a different game. In this case, our game was Reedscape, water theme. So we go to the Aerospace Academy, which is where the event is held, that is local. And we meet up with a whole bunch of other teams, and we're able to talk with other teams and get to know them before we actually have to go into competition with them. This is where we find out, this is a picture of us actually watching the live stream presentation of finding out what our game is going to be for the year. This is more of us eating before the event. And then we go into the shop after, and we have a brainstorming session. We go over the manual, and we really get in depth about our strategy for the year, any ideas for robot design. We start our prototyping work. We really get to kick off. This is more of us in shop talking, designing, and build season.
Sorry, what's the?
So forward, backward.
Ah, I see. Okay. Build season is when we actually start building the robot. The different sub teams they start doing their respective things for the next like 6 weeks. The manufacturing sub team they build the robot, the prototypes, and the CAD, since they both go hand in hand. The CAD team designs prototypes and different parts for the robots. The manufacturing team builds them. The technology sub team, they wire and program the robot to do what we want them to do. And the media sub team, they make pins like these that me and Toby just gave out. Pins, shirts, and posters to advertise the team during competition. Here's just us talking about and building the robot. You can see us making the little frame for one of our robots. Let's see. Also here, we're making the frame, the elevator, as you can see here. Just building it in general. Oh.
So Ventura competition is our first competition of the year. So our competitions are basically what we are working towards all throughout build season, all throughout the year. It's what we're training for. So we'll go to regionals in hopes of winning and going to the World Championship, which is in Houston, Texas. So this was our first one, the Ventura competition, which after 6 weeks of build season, we were ready for. So basically we'll get in the van with our mentors or advisor, and we'll go down, get our robot checked in. Then for the next 2 days, we'll be going through the actual competition stage. So our competitions are kind of set up so that we kind of get to play the game with every other team there as either our opponents or our teammates. So we'll kind of swap opponents and teammates each match. But we have time in between matches to fix the bot. So that's where our pit crew comes in. So our pit crew fixes the bot and improves it between each match. And our drive team, the team that drives the robot and partakes in the game, that is very cool part of it. But even if you're not part of pit crew or drive team, everyone on our team is always doing something at competition. It's a great learning experience for everyone, whether they're in the stands cheering, scouting out other teams, or just kind of doing research, looking at other teams, enjoying the experience. It's a great time for everyone. So at this particular regional, we had a lot of fun. We got past the qualification matches and were chosen for the second alliance, which is pretty cool. And we placed third overall, which is the best our team has ever done in all our years. So we were very impressed with ourselves. Yeah, I think we all had a good time. It brought our team closer together. These were our alliance partners. One of our alliance partners, Panther Robotics, actually placed second overall at the World Championships. It's pretty cool. We got to be on a team with them.
During the incoming freshman event, we tend to use older models or robots from past seasons to attract members and explain to them information about our team. So this model in particular is called the Music Band. We shoot out a halo of some sort, and it's very fun for incoming freshmen to like catch, and that'll naturally attract them to the team. So here, this poster, we explain to them information about our team, so what our team does, its functions, and this event actually proved to be very helpful to our team. I think we attracted around 20 members this year, so we have a total of around 30 either returning or incoming members. Yeah, this is just an example of one of the many things we do to collaborate with nearby schools, just dropping them.
So AVR, or Aerospace Valley Regional, is our next competition. So that's in April. So we have a bit of time to, work in new changes to our robot and improve. It's definitely a lot higher stakes because it's further along. So all the other teams have also done that. And it's one of the last opportunities to go to Worlds. This is local. It takes place at Eastside High. So we get to partake in the community and meet other teams from within our community. Yeah, we had a super good time. We actually got to take our mascot with us this year, so that was pretty cool to spread the Roseman spirit. Super fun. So at this competition, we were chosen for the 5th Alliance and we placed 8th overall. We were pretty happy with. It was a great competition. There was a lot of bonding.
So after one of the days at AVR, the school, the Eastside High, the hosting school, hosted a dance after, which is really nice because competition is really stressful for us, and being able to have something after for more recreational and team bonding is really nice to be able to have. It was for all the robotics teams. Unfortunately, we were the only team that showed up, but honestly, that kind of elevated the experience because it was more for us, and it really felt like a full team bonding experience with just our team. And it was a really nice experience for us. So here we have more pictures from AVR. This one in particular is with our final alliance members that we were with. These two were actually from Turkey and Taipa. So that extenuates the point that these teams, for not just Worlds, but the regionals, come from all over the world, and we're able to meet a lot of cultures and experience a lot of things that we wouldn't be able to otherwise.
After the Aerospace Valley Regional, our team volunteered to clean up everything that was on the field, which includes the field and game components. So it took us a while to do that, and it ironically proved to be a team bonding experience. We had a lot of time to talk, and I think we really want to recognize another part of it.
So on the opening day of AVR, there is an F/A-18 Super Hornet fighter jet that flies by Eastside High School, and we were lucky enough to meet that pilot. His name is Niels Larson. Since my brother and I are both pilots, well, I'm almost a senior pilot, but since we're both pilots, we were intrigued by his work. We were lucky enough to have the opportunity to speak with him since he's so involved in aerospace and stuff. And my brother, right here, he's very interested in aerospace, test pilots, and the Air Force. So he was really excited to meet him. And Niels Larson is the upcoming pilot for the X-59, a supersonic just plane that flies. Tries not to make sonic booms. You know how we hear sonic booms around. They're trying to make something like that, but no sonic booms, super silent. And he's gonna pilot that, so which is pretty cool. Oh, upcoming events. We have back to school night. We're going to be presenting ourselves in front of parents and students to show what we are. Parent night. We are just going to showcase what the members' parents, or we're going to showcase the parents of the members in this team, what their kids are going to do, and we're going to inform them on certain time requirements, because we do have a lot of things to do with time. The AV Fair, we are going to present ourselves. We're going to have a booth in the fair, in the community. The Parade of Lights, we're going to be presenting ourselves there, the little local community event. We're going to show off our robot and our team. And our kickoff and build season starts on January 10th, 2026.
So that's going to be the end of the presentation. Right now, I'm going to hand around, this is an award that we won at AVR that you guys can pass around and we'll pick up. This is just one that we were able to get that we are really proud of. And then I would like to shout out our NASA mentors, Mr. Jason and Mr. V. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without them. And of course, our advisor, Ms. Schmidt, who is the only reason that we're able to have this club in the first place. And then another shout out to the team leads, because without them, our team would have no structure and we'd kind of be flailing around, not being able to do anything. Oh yes, Will, get over here. So we have team sponsors. Our main one is NASA over here. These are just our sponsors from last year. Our sponsors change every year, but these are the ones from last year. Last year we have our Reefscape sponsors. We have NASA, we have DOD STEM, Clearway Energy, Carl's Hardware, and Haas.
And of
So,
course,
and SKUSD, of course. So this presentation is all about thanking you guys for the support that you were able to bring to us. We wouldn't be able to do any of this without the funding and the room that you guys give us. So thank you for that. Like Toby said earlier, we got a lot of new members this year. Our team is up to around 30, and our room is very, very cramped. We're always looking for new ways that we can get space, not only for our team and for building, because it is very cramped, but also to test our robot is always a struggle for us. So that's something that we're always seeking to improve. I think that was it. Thank you. And are there any questions?
I have one. When I was listening, I can't remember which one of you was talking about when the new incoming freshmen, they're given an opportunity to sort of see what the prior robots do. So am I to assume that every year you create a brand new robot, you can never kind of build or tweak the one from the year before because the task is different every year?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's part of our rules. We're not allowed to reuse, even if at, say, right now, if we were to start working on, because the base of the robots is usually the same, even if we were to start working on one right now, we would not be able to use that. The start of kickoff, when we find out what the game is the official time that you're allowed to start building the robot.
Very.
It's a 6-week time period that we're stuck in.
It's awesome.
I do have a question. I want to get one of those shirts. So can I get a shirt when they
Of
come
course,
out?
yeah.
Size
Yes,
large?
for sure. We can, I think we can, when we come back, we can hand out shirts to the board members. I don't think that'll be a problem.
email me your sizes.
Sorry.
Any other questions?
One of those, Mr. V is Dave Varacek, am I
Yes.
good? Okay. He referees high school football with me, so I already know who he is. And he also bugs me a lot on some of the things, two of them you mentioned. One of them is more space, one of them is a big, huge pad.
Oh, yeah.
The subject is, he hasn't bugged me for a while, so you can tell him, I'm waiting for him to bug me more,
Okay. Yeah,
so I can bug these guys.
I mean, we're always looking for more space to be able to test our robot. But specifically this year, with how many new students we got, which was something new for us to get 20 new students all in one day. So we're kind of crammed in for space in our room, and we're trying to figure out how to compensate the best, but a bigger area would always help us.
When you say testing, would that be like with the gym?
We were able to use the gym. We were actually able to use the old cafeteria last year for our testing for a robot. It was the year before. Okay, the year before. And then now we've been next to our room. There's a small slab of concrete that we've been having to use. Unfortunately, that's narrow, and we're not really able to do a lot of the maneuvers that we could do with a larger space. So seeking out, going into the cafeteria after school hours to, lay down mats and be able to do some stuff would always be something that we'd be open to.
Is it like a certain type of surface, or you put something?
Yeah,
down?
You couldn't use the gym floor because it could tear up the gym floor, and we do not
Yeah.
want to do that.
I missed the date. So when is the date that you guys figure out what the assignment is or the project is?
You pass these fast.
Yeah, it was January.
Okay, so what are you guys doing now to prepare for that?
Right now, since we have so many new members, we're in a training period right now of training all of these new members. And then our nominations for our nominations for our leadership positions, besides our executive, because we're all executive leadership, that's decided the year before. But the official leadership positions for the sub teams is coming up soon. So once that's decided, then we really start kicking into gear with training and preparing for the year to come.
That's very exciting.
What size concrete pad do you think? you
Right
need?
off the top of my head, I could not tell you, but we would like at least half a playing field, I would think, if not the full field.
Mhm.
And I don't, right off the top of my head, I don't remember the
Dave
measurements.
does, but have him let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, we can have them bother you more.
Yes.
That's fine. That's great.
He does all the time, don't worry.
We'll make sure that he's in your hair.
He has been, but he hasn't been this year. I don't
Okay,
know why.
well, he's been very busy, so we'll make sure.
Are there any other questions?
So you are all the new members?
I have 1, 2,
Not all the new members, but this is, it's, it's later and people are, yeah. So, people are, unable to come, but this is a chunk of our new members and a lot of our returning members.
I think we have about 4 returning members here. Chase is kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of, yes, kind of no.
Um,
And then plus them.
With the red shirts, that's how I knew you guys were in the club. I want one. Wonderful. So you guys gonna take first?
Yeah, of course.
That's the goal, right?
Let's do it.
Of course we will.
We always want to go to Houston.
I missed the competition.
Thank you, and thank you for your time, and I'm gonna say I'm very proud of these guys, and always, so,
Thank you.
thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Oh, it's starting.
Cal, did you get her bags in the shop?
Yes, it's in my car.
I have a little bit.
Engagement stick. I'm pretty sure it's good stuff. I'm gonna shut it down.
We submitted our initial proposal this morning to our federal field office, KCSEA, to do our 610 policy. As soon as that is approved and comes back, we'll then send it over to district to talk about dates and times for negotiations. Okay. Other than that, all I got.
Okay. RTA.
This is a large great job. It's nice to see more kids involved. Reference to teachers, I think they're off to the first month of school, so far so good. All the sports coming out next week, ends next week already. So, and then our first RTA meeting, but communication's been very well between the district and RTA, so no complaints. We'll see. Yes. That's all we got.
Thank you. Student board member.
Advanced drama students are preparing for an improv show this semester. And then our first spirit week was last week. It went pretty good, so yeah. And then senior sunrise was also last Friday. It's pretty good. And then this semester we are hosting a ABC US History College class on campus. And then as well as 3 online classes. FFA has some new arrivals to the farm. 2 new baby goats. Fun. And then our first home game is September 12th versus Knights for football. And then TMS, their back to school night is tomorrow. Title I presentation is at 5:15. Presentation of colors is at 5:30, followed by class visits from 5:45 to 7 p.m. And then TMS had their first volleyball game today. And their first dance is going to be Friday, September 12th at 5 p.m. in the cafeteria.
Okay, thank you. CPO report. Mr. Irving.
Alrighty. It's time of the year again, I'm working on unaudited actuals for presentation in 2 weeks. I'm close to books on last year.
look forward to this year that we're already, progress reports for. What else we got going on? Hope everybody had a good Labor Day holiday. The construction at West Park Satellite Campus is knocking on wood, like 97% complete. They have some more items to complete this weekend, and hopefully by the end of that, they should be done with all the deliverables there. All the classrooms are ready now. It's just more of the ancillary stuff around. So, looking forward to finding out when CSA is going to sunshine, so we can get this over and done with and knock it out early in the year. Yes, thank you. Let's see what else we got going on. In Bakersfield tomorrow for CPO, CPO meeting to find out what's happened in the last month or so as we statewide, come up on the analytic actual deadline and get updates from the county as well as school services of what the state of the state is and what things look like on a larger scale. Okay. That is that for me.
Thank you. Assistant Superintendent of Instruction and Curriculum, Dr. Mendez.
Good evening, everyone. Our members is in person and also online. Congratulations to the students that presented today, servants and Ms. Smith with her work with the students as well. Everyone has been supporting them. We had an opportunity to participate in classroom visits, site visits with Dr. Fisher. He was here last week. We visited Roseland Elementary School, West Park Elementary School as well. And we had an opportunity to see some of the best practices, things that are being, some of the curriculum that's being utilized, and then met with the administration as well. So he'll be back again middle of this month, the 18th and 19th. He'll be back again, and we'll visit elementary schools as well as secondary school sites. Is the plan? And it's a continuation of the work that was presented earlier by Dr. Nancy Fry in Corwin, and also Dr. Joseph Aesop from Corwin. So we're going to be focusing on the rigor and growth book for this year, and we'll continue to collaborate on that. We've been in contact with Dr. Wetzel as well and Ken O'Connor, and looking at planning out the proposed work on for this school year. Continue to work at the elementary, middle, and high school. I participated in the Instructional Leadership Network meeting at KCSOS. Today they focused on updates regarding Title III, also curriculum adoption, timelines, and particular math was a focus. Is what was discussed there. Participating in Back to School Night. Congratulations to the West Park Elementary and Roseland Elementary School site. Saw a lot of great parent turnout in terms of a lot of parents that showed up and parents that were engaged in asking questions in regards to like plan for the year, different logistics, as well as parents had an opportunity to read the curriculum that the students were utilizing as well. Back to school night. And those are, I believe, those are the updates that I have. Oh yeah, in regards to PLC Institute, this is a picture of the two members. We had 63 team members that went to the PLC Institute in Las Vegas at the end of June. And they were with Dr. Lewis Cruz, who's also going to be facilitating some professional development sessions in Bakersfield. But he's one of the keynote speakers as well as one of the breakout session presenters there, Dr. Lewis Cruz. He's co-authored several books. He's also helped facilitate professional development there at the Institute. Dr. Lewis Cruz there. And then this is the SKUSD team at the Avid Summer Institute in San Diego. And there we have 61 team members join us at the Avid Summer Institute there. We had our big network, attend the COP community practices, as well as collaborate during our team time, both at the PLC Institute and the Avid Summer Institute. The majority of the participants are teachers, with site administration as well, and district admin. The majority of our team members that participate in the PLC Institute and Avid Summer Institute are teachers. And we bring back that information. I got a report from Liz Kenny, who's our implementation strategist from Avid, that collaborates with us. She said out of 61 attendees from Southern Current, 100% indicated this was a good use of their time. 97% plan to implement strategies from this training in the fall, and 56 badges were awarded to attendees from Southern Current Unified School District. So they have broken down by different community of practices, how many participated. So that is something that I received today, communication from Avid as they compiled the data for us in terms of our participants and what COPs they attended. Okay, so thank you to Ms. Gaines and to the board for your support in the continued professional development. I think that not only impacts and helps increase knowledge, skills, and practices, but ultimately not only benefits the team member, but the students, as that information gets taken back to the sites and disseminated and implemented at the school sites. So we appreciate your support and Ms. Gaines as well for the ongoing professional development. Okay, that concludes my report, but I'll pass these on. Just want to take a look at what they shared out. Through the Avid communication.
Thank you, Dr. Mendez. Assistant Superintendent of Special Education is out with an injury, so we bypass that. Associate Superintendent of Human Resource, Leon Hargis.
Good evening, everyone. We're busy trying to, we have 4 certificated teacher positions that we're still looking to fill. Classified, paraeducators. We need them. We're doing additional testing every day. We have, people that just come into our office. We have a table and they can take those tests there. And then at least once a week, they're having testing in here, with larger groups of people. So we definitely, paraeducators are our biggest need. So if you know anybody that likes to be a paraeducator, if they have 48 college units, then they do not need to test. They would just be eligible. So paraeducators. The induction program, that's a 2-year program that teachers participate in to clear their preliminary credentials. That is getting ready to kick off here in the next couple of weeks. We have 40 teachers that are going to be participating. And we have 19 coaches. So just lots of people. But 40 teachers clearing their credentials. We're getting out of where we're getting a lot of qualified teachers versus hiring more pips and stips. So that is a great thing for our district and our students. And we are getting some great teachers. We have 19 coaches. The coaches, it's a lot of time out of their day. They have a lot of things that they need to do, but we've had just a number of people that have stepped up and said, hey, you know what, I really want to be a coach this year. So that has really been beneficial. And then it kind of took maybe a couple arms to say, hey, we think we're going to do that because we have 40 teachers. So, and we definitely want our teachers to have some great coaches that can support them through the program. There will be a training next Wednesday for our coaches, and that's going to be KCSOS is coming down to Southern Current because we have so many coaches. And so they'll be able to earn a certificate that will be good for 5 years. So that'll definitely be beneficial to them as well as the district as a whole. Today there were SST coordinator interviews, and there's a couple more tomorrow. There will be a training up in Bakersfield for those folks on Wednesday, the 10th and the 17th. And that is it for me.
Superintendent Gaines.
Okay, thank you. I want to say good evening to everyone here and everyone joining us from home. It's been a great start for the 25-26 school year. It's been pretty quiet for the most part, which is initially it was a little leery. I was like, oh, this is odd, but I'm actually getting accustomed to the quietness. So it's a great start. I've heard nothing but wonderful things about all of our schools and students and parents for the most part. I want to thank our parents first and foremost for the support they have given each and every site for the cell phone policy. I think the high school has had minimal issues at best, and I think the same thing applies to Tropico. And that speaks volumes about the community support that we are receiving. And I've heard from several teachers that it was the best opening and start that they've had in years, because what's actually going on now in the classrooms is students engaged in the learning process instead of being on their cell phones. So thank you to our parents and our students, and especially to our staff who are following that board policy adopted by this board to the T, and it means a lot. I want to thank Jeremy and Ed because, gentlemen, it is a pleasure working with both CSEA and RTA. I always look forward to our meeting. We have a few laughs and we discuss some serious things, but it's always a professional and cordial, and I appreciate that. Speaking of RTA, I had a visitor last week, a former RTA president. I had Jim and Lori Quellman come to visit me last week, and they both looked fantastic. I was like, wow, you guys look great. And they've moved, but they live down in Temecula, but they were very excited to come and just to share a little bit about what's going on with them. I actually told them, Ed, in case you hear it, that I'm going to start a rumor that the Quellmans are coming back. So if you want to help me spread that rumor, they just, both of them just kind of shook their head like, oh my gosh, Mrs. Gaines, you wouldn't. And I was like, yes, I would. But it was great to see them. I want to thank the robotics team and Kim. What a great job. Anytime you see an increase of students wanting to participate in something, the number has jumped up to, what did she say, 30. That speaks volumes about the program. It speaks volumes about her leadership with the kids. And I'm almost a little leery to say it, but I'm thinking not immediately, but down the road a ways, we may have the perfect spot for them to work on their robot. But I probably just need to hush that up right now. I also want to invite all the parents tomorrow evening. Back to school night is such a perfect time to get to come out, see the lay of the school, see the culture of the school, and actually get to spend a few minutes with each one of your child's teachers. So parents, please come out. Tropico is going to have a wonderful evening tomorrow night. Dr. Keys and her team, I know, are preparing for this, and they are excited to welcome all of their parents tomorrow night. And I also want to say that before too long, we will start to see some movement of dirt again south of the Roseman High cafeteria. We are getting very, very close to starting the construction on the new boys and girls locker room over there. So we hope to see the dirt flying within the next, I'm just gonna throw it out there. 3 weeks, maybe. We should be, as we're already out of Department of State architecture, so we have, that new facility you'll see some movement over there. And I think that's it for me. Oh, my attendance recognition.
You're awful hopeful about 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Who's building it?
Well, it's already been a couple, so I think 3 weeks is good.
Okay.
All right, if not, I'll take it back at the next meeting. All right, no, there is no most improved. However, before I announce the best elementary and secondary, I want to say that I've already talked about this with the principal. If there had been an attendance record in July, I think that this is the highest, Ms. Calzada. So I do want you to celebrate this with your team because it's worthy of celebration. Rare Earth had an attendance in August of 90.55%. In my time here, that's the biggest I've ever seen Rare Earth. Thank you. Yeah, awesome job. All right, so the best elementary, let's see, the best elementary with 96.03% attendance in August is, who do you guys think it is? I like you. You're spot on. West Park Elementary. Congratulations. All right. And the best attendance secondary, this is going to be an interesting year. Trust me when I say that. With 95.08%, Roseman High School.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Those are some impressive numbers.
Those are very impressive numbers. Our overall average is 95%.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yep.
That's it for me. Thank you.
Works for me. Let's start with Bob.
Thanks. Okay. Kim, congratulations on, getting that good new crop of freshmen coming in. That's outstanding. It shows our technology programs are taking hold and moving forward. So, best of luck with that and so forth. And I will get with Dave because I know one time he told me the size of the pad, then I can start working on Robert.
I'm sure he's talked about with Robert.
I don't know, it's been a long time since we talked about it, long time. So, had the opportunity to attend the football game at Eastside. We did the team played well, and hopefully they'll have a good season this year. I don't have really too much other than thanks for everybody coming, and I guess I'll pass it on.
Penny?
Oh. Wow. Progress reports already? Like, I feel like this year is flying by. I had some things to say. So I was able to attend back to school night at West Park, and I felt like Miss Paul is my daughter's teacher. I think she did a really good job with the standards-based grades, explaining it to the parents, because when you guys brought it up in the board meeting, I was like, what are we talking about? Like, what do you mean? I feel like this little handout and the teachers explaining it to the parents at back to school night, I think it went over very well. Like, it was like, oh, I know what we're talking about. Yes, great. But I do like the idea of, focusing on different things, and she explained everything, standard met, not met, and all the good things. So I'm excited about this year, see how that goes. And I thought the teachers did a really good job with explaining it to the parents. Tomorrow is a craft night at West Park, put on by the PTA. I think there's also a meeting from 6 o'clock to 7:30. You guys listening? What else did I have for you? I feel like I wrote down a bunch of stuff. So I'm excited about I saw that we got a Florico instructor, or what is it? I notated it on here. What is she? What is her position? Dance teacher, a Florico dance teacher. So that's exciting. I'm really excited to attend some dances and see what's going on over there. Other than that, I'll ask you some questions in a little bit, because I did see a lot of positions on your side, Leanne. So is the induction support provider, is that what you're talking about with the coaches? Mm-hmm. That's who they are? Yes. That's what they do. Okay. Great. How about seeds, Mr. Holmes? Are we planting seeds in the beds out there?
Get started.
Okay. Are you going slow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I have some combos I can bring to that.
Okay. All right. I'll leave you alone. And the campus looks great. Every morning I walk by, I'm like, ooh, it looks really good out here. So, well done. Good job. Other than that, I'll leave you guys alone. Adrian.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining us this evening. I don't really have too much, but Ms. Finch, you mentioned something about baby goats, so I would like to see pictures of those next time, please. A thank you to the robotics team for that presentation. They did a good job. They did a good job. They are definitely on their way, and I'm going to keep my eye out. January 10th. That's their start date, right?
Yeah, that's when kickoff is, and
Yeah.
that's when build season starts. And then, well, that's when we get the baby in the shop a lot.
Yeah, and I wonder how, the new members that are joining, how they because, the members that are returning and then having newbies come in.
It's a process.
Exactly, I wonder how that,
We're working on team bonding and also, training. We have to train on before, because safety is very important.
Right.
Because we have a lot of things that can hurt people. So, we want to make sure that we have a safety test that everybody has to take. There's training in each one of the sub-teams, and so there's a lot that goes on.
Yeah, I'm glad there was a lot more interest in that. And Dr. Mendez, so you gave us this little sheet here. What were the 56 badges that were awarded?
The 56 badges, they're digital badges. You include it's something that you can include in your email, or it's specific to the training that they complete.
Okay.
Yeah, so if they completed, for example, let's just say transformational lead, include the sessions, include the different modules, then they were awarded a digital badge and had to complete a survey as well. And once they complete the survey, then they get a digital badge that indicates that they have completed that module or that series of training there for that particular seal. And then each Abbottson Institute, they offer either similar or different badges that team members can participate in. They could be focused on literacy, it could be focused on science, on leadership, or each of the seals doing practices.
That's great. It's just, and the pictures you provided as well with everyone, all the attendees that join, I personally would love to get all of our teachers and staff kind of together in the same place to where we can kind of all get to know each other a little more and faces with names instead of just who is this? I'm supposed to know who this is, you know. I think that is pretty important, is kind of engaging with each other, and I think we should try to get something going with their teachers and staff, and just so we just get to know one another, you know, and kind of see everyone's faces from the different campuses and stuff like that.
Something fun.
Something fun, yes.
That must be fun.
I'll have to think about
Yes.
that.
Now work.
It's kind of like a certificate of completion if they do all the surveys as well, but it's something that you can also like link on your email or things like that. So it's like a subscription in the form of a badge. And then also students can earn badges as well. But in coordinate with the project with the other coordinators, then there's a good platform where you can also earn badges as well.
Oh, okay, so last thing, our bus stops. Students, parents, can you please talk to your children that when they are waiting for the bus, they are to stay in a safe spot. Don't go into the roads. Intentionally, it's not funny to go and put yourself in front of vehicles. You're not gonna wanna see what happens. Please make smart choices. That's all I can say. Parents, please talk to your children, and students, please make smart choices. That's all I have.
Robotics presentation, thank you. I look forward to going to a competition if I can this year.
We will definitely invite you, and I have measurements.
Okay.
According to the Googles. About 27, this is the interior, 27 by 54. 27 by 54.
That's the pad that you need.
That's huge.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
It's a huge, she said like half a football field.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
about right.
it's right there.
It takes up the gym at East Side.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's not, you know, it's, yeah, so. I did.
Mario, you're up.
Mr. Smith, thank you for doing all that with the robotics team. It's great that they're using their own robots to entice the new kids that are coming up. I think it's great. I heard that they had to not use the robots anymore for the next competition. It's a good thing they're using them constructively instead of just sticking them up in a corner somewhere. That's great. And hopefully that is also teaches the new kids how to, some of the technology that has to go with the framework, the building, the programming, all of that. So that's great.
There's a lot involved,
There is a lot involved.
and they do a great job. I'm very proud.
So that's really good. Glad everything's going smoothly, and the attendance, oh my gosh, I haven't heard those kind of numbers, percentages in years. That's awesome. Thank you, everybody who's been parents, make sure your kids are going to school. That's great. It's just amazing. With that.
I do remember my last question, I'm really sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Is there gonna be a back to school night for Rare Earth and Alt Ed? When is that?
It's the same day as the high school, it's the 25th.
Oh, September.
It's September 10th.
Oh, September 10th?
At the high school?
No, I thought that was, oh,
Yes.
yeah, you're
September
probably right. I don't know why I'm saying the 25th, that's something else.
So it's September 10th.
Yeah, I'm already checked out for today.
We do have a different, you're probably thinking of a different, we do have a training on Yeah, September 25th.
That's probably what I'm thinking.
Yeah. But the night, school night is September 10th.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Adopted and
That's the date.
Rosen.
I was waiting after top of those, so I pushed it out, so I didn't want to confuse parents.
Okay. All right, awesome.
Subcommittee, anybody have anything? Okay. Do we have any, something that's a
Yes, we have
request to speak? Okay, on the field trip for Washington DC. There's a short blurb I should read, but take your time, go ahead. Ethan?
We're here, Michael and I are
Go ahead.
Look at it. So we are working on putting a trip together for the high school to take a trip to Washington DC. The company we looked at kind of puts together everything for us. They do the flight package, they do the hotel accommodation, they even have a bus transportation for the kids that's specifically designated for the kids. So no one else is with us, we don't get on public transportation. They pick us up from the hotel, they take us to places like the Library of Congress, the Holocaust Museum, the actual Capitol building, and the opportunity behind it is the kids get to see in person where our laws are built, like our country, our founding, and kind of get to actually step forth beside just behind a textbook, actually get to experience it. We'll also go to the Arlington National Cemetery. We'll actually also go to the Smithsonian, as well as, I believe it's the Spy Museum for a little fun activity as well on the last day. This company offers the kids food, breakfast, dinner, and lunch provided, so that way, like, it's all kind of inclusive. And then if we wanted to, they also actually provide transportation from our school to the airport and then back on the day we return. And we just think it's a great opportunity for the kids to actually see our government in process, in person, not just from the desk, but from actually walking the halls of where, like, our laws are being created.
I just want to add to what Mr. Escobar said. It's a good opportunity because it's a great opportunity because next year is the 250th anniversary of the country, and so there will be a lot of exhibitions that normally you wouldn't be able to see. And also, I wanted to add that I've tied in civics to my ethnic studies course, and towards the end of the year, when it culminates in a final project, the students have to choose an issue that they're an issue with their community problem usually. And we had a pretty big turnout last year, bigger than we thought. And so there's more interest in civic engagement in the students than we thought. I think there were some board members who had attended actually. And so we think this trip is kind of a springboard to hopefully do it every year, kind of like Tropico does, but also a way to kind of identify those students who are really interested in civic engagement and foster that interest in them.
And we also did apply for a grant for $20,000 that we got from KCSO that does need to be spent, I believe, by March 26th. That was kind of the requirements they had. And so they, Zach Saffy, the guy who kind of helped us put together, was like, you guys want to spend on like a big trip, and then we'll send that money as reimbursement to the district.
And just a clarification, it says from the 1st to the 5th on the paper, but we would actually be doing 3 nights, I think. We decided on it's a bit easier for us.
So I had a company that worked a lot better with our flights. Besides taking the kids on a red eye on a Saturday night, we'll leave like an 8 o'clock flight and would offer a little cheaper fares for us.
Now, it's okay. We're still talking. What are the qualifications for the kids to be able to get to go on this kind of trip?
We're building it right now with our admin team. We kind of set up the kind of ideas. We want to stay close to what our Achiever trip is with a little more rigor on it. Currently are thinking about having teachers select 2 students they feel have met like these requirements, have gone above and beyond in certain areas, and then we'll kind of put them together into a final qualification. We've also taken into account the kids who engaged in our civic seal last year. I think we have 30 kids, and put them in that pool as well to be included. And then we'll kind of go through the roster spot's only 20 to kind of fit in with the budget, because after that it kind of gets financially out of hand to fit more.
So, the financial side of it, is it going to be reimbursed through the grant?
So part of it will be, we're trying to also get a fundraiser as well to help the kids fundraise, and then maybe ask them if there's like we have a little left, if they're willing to help cover that little bit cost that's left over after, like I think what was
We don't think it would be anything above 15,000.
of like left over to have the kids kind of fundraise. We're trying to figure that amount out. We relatively we want to be open to all kids. We don't want to make it too high where kids like I can't afford it, back out.
Well, that's why one of the things that I was looking at is that we have to make sure that all kids are included and how we can afford to pay for these kids to be able to go. Because I really don't want them to have to come out of pocket, because I think that would eliminate some of the kids that may want to be involved in this type of thing.
So we don't either, which is why we're thinking of fundraising. Make this part of the way there.
Okay.
And you guys are still creating the criteria as to who would qualify to go?
We have a pool from the showcase that we did last year, but we do want to open it up to get other teacher feedback about students who may not have attended that showcase.
And you said you guys want to take 20 students?
That's the stays within a budget that's like around affordable. Each kid is about 22. That numbers drop with the new company we looked at, but we don't want to get any higher, more students that get involved. Just creates that kind of bigger picture of like, okay, down there, how do we actually get that money affordable to, with our grant included, to keep things low, so all kids are able to attend, or as many.
So, did I just hear you say that it's about 2,200 per student?
Sorry.
So that's about 44,000, so it looks like we're more than 15 short. That would be about 25,000 short.
There was a
some fundraising.
one of the companies recommended that their fundraising ideas was to have the kids like just kind of promote it, and then we kind of said if each kid raises like fundraises 500, that would help drop it down to about 15.
There are other options as well with without the airfare included in some of them. We can get it down to under 2,000 per student, but then we're responsible for the airfare ourselves. So
I'm not gonna pay 138, it says 29.84 per student.
Yeah, that was the old one, because originally when we worked with her, then we asked about without airfare, and it somehow skyrocketed to 35. And then we kept doing research for a couple of months up before this, and another company reached out to us and like, hey, we have a great 3-night one. That would be about like 18, 19 per kid.
Yeah, some of them were very expensive. They were running into at the end within like 60-something thousand.
Yeah.
So this is about the best we could find.
And the airfare is like $400, I think.
When we budgeted with our admin for 20 kids plus the chaperones, it was about $8,000. And that's if we do it separately.
I just want to clear for the boards for their, so they are aware of this. Tropico Middle School does not, let me repeat that, does not have a trip to DC. It is never sponsored by Tropico Middle School. It is, they meet on the campus of Tropico Middle School, but all of the documentation very clearly states that Southern Kern Unified School District has nothing to do with this trip. So I just want you to, I think it's a great trip, but I just want you to be aware of that. I want to front load you with that information.
This is something that we could do.
I'd say, I will let you know, it is a liability.
So if I could just add, if we're gonna go ahead with it, then I think like Ms. Gaines said, we have to give respect to Tropico as well and allow them to say courtesies. I'm just saying, not this board, but the board, they were not happy with that. And again, I'm all for it too. My kid's going to DC this year, my kid went 2 years ago. But I just want to make sure that the decision we made affording Tropical some respect. Because they're doing the same exact thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, on it's a consent item down at the last one. Okay. Okay. Let me get to it. Okay. Consent items A through O. Does anyone have any questions? I do have a correction on M. The actual amount is no longer 55,130.26. The new number is 49,43, 435.26. So we got it like a wait. A little bit of a break. I was trying to do the math real quick.
About 5.5.
Almost 6. About 4,000. So, I would like to table O until we get a little bit more information on the liability side of it. I think it's a great trip. I think I would like to do it, but I want to see the liability side first. So we will bring it back in the next meeting, hopefully, as soon as we know the liability side. We got to show different entities. Okay? Is everybody okay with that?
Yep, I'll move that we approve the consent items with the new price for M and the table the trip to Washington to the next meeting.
Thank you.
Second. Oh,
Who was that?
she wins. I'll let her win.
Who was that?
Me.
Oh, you did.
Pepper.
In 2 weeks.
I thought it was you.
Did you?
Any advice, suggestions?
No, approved.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Approved raised 2025, please. For the calendar?
Yeah.
What?
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Revised. Sorry. 2025-26. 18 month. Why is it 18 months?
Because that's how it was created. It was an 18-month calendar, and we had June 3rd as the board meeting night. Due to graduations in 2026, we need to move it up a day to Tuesday, June 2nd. It's a one-day meeting.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I move to accept.
Second.
Good effort.
Yeah.
And Vince Lett, seconded.
Yes, sir.
All in favor?
Aye.
Curriculum and instruction. Williams settlement requirement, each school in the district to have significant textbooks, ebooks, or instructional material, or both, that are aligned with the constant standards adoption procedure section 60605 for Title I, Title II, Title III, Title IV. Dr. Mendez.
Yes, we've we had our Williams visits, and based on their findings, we have 0 findings for instructional material. And we had sufficient textbooks, also ebooks, which is prepared the digital format of the textbooks. And they're aligned to standards. Their standards aligned curriculum. So based on the Williams visits, we didn't have any findings in terms of instructional materials, and just wanted to report that or for sure that out. Here's the board meeting. Williams visited initially Roseman High as well as Roseman Elementary, followed by later in the week Tropical Middle School and Tropical Middle School and West Park Elementary School. And then on page 142, starting on 142, there's the backup of verification from each of the high schools that to find that there's sufficient instruction materials there for students.
Thank you. Now we have to recess to get the public's in.
Right.
Okay.
And
Do I hear
move
a
to
motion?
recess.
A second. Motion by Hepburn, seconded by Vincelette
8:17.
at 8:17. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Public, do you have any questions?
About
Anyone?
the Williams settlement?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I just want to make sure I was clear on. I just made sure which one to get. Our concrete patch. Never mind. Thank you, Robert.
Okay. Go back to close, or close the public hearing. Reconvene.
Yep. Motion.
All right, we'll get to it right at the end. That was. Seconded?
I'll second it.
Motion by Wright, seconded by Vincelette. All in favor?
Aye.
8:18.
Approved resolution 252602 regarding instructional material for the 25-26 school year. Dr. Mendez?
Yes, on page 148 and 149 of your packet is the copy of the resolution. The sufficiency of the instructional materials, the communication was posted at school sites, as well as here at district office. Notify the public that there's sufficiency of instructional materials since the meetings will be held this evening. This morning, in regards to the resolution for 25-26 school year.
Thank you. Student, any advice? Move. Motion by Vincelette,
Move. Second.
seconded by Hepburn. All in favor?
Aye.
Approve the requirement to proceed with the site construction bid at Rosamond High School Early College Campus, boys and girls locker room building. Mr. Irving.
All right, so as Superintendent Gaines alluded to earlier, is excited for the dirt to start flying. This is approval to formally go out for bid on the district website and also in the AD press as a local paper. So if approved, if this action's approved, we would go out I believe September 6th, September 13th in the AV press with a job walk on September 19th at the high school so that contractors can know what it is they're bidding on and everything. So
I move to accept.
Second.
Ms. Hepburn and Vincelette. All in favor?
Aye.
Approve the project work authorization number 2025-2 between Llewellyn and Moody, Inc. and Southern Current Unified School District for architectural services for the new 6,400 square foot school.
1,000.
Huh?
1,000.
Oh, 1,000, sorry. Okay. And associated with site work, or site work. Mr. Irving.
all right, so this work authorization is for District Architect Long to begin proper schematic and design work for proposed new elementary school. Up to this point, we've got very rudimentary base drawings, to send out the FAA of, okay, this is where a proposed site would look like, but, not really enough to work off of other than here's a couple of rectangles on a plot of the map. So this would give them the go-ahead to formally start, working on more detailed and, drawings, plans for layout and such, and official drawings.
Do we know how much this is gonna cost us?
Page 239.
Ah, page 239. Okay. Oh.
Can you just make sure the parking is like really good, please?
Oh, no, we're trying.
Please, really.
Yeah.
Especially in that area.
Okay, just before we get going on that point, being a bus driver, I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Oh, no.
Would it be easier to come in off of Rosemont Boulevard or put in a side street, come in off a side street?
Either way, you're gonna get congested with the parents because they're not gonna listen.
So it'd be better to have
I'm
multiple
being honest.
entrances, like 3 entrances into the
Or
campus, maybe.
or shoot on one side, parents on the other?
Yes.
Yeah.
Far away from.
How about like right in the middle of the school, like a big loop with just buses only? Yeah? Yeah, we like what I'm seeing.
Like Disneyland trains, they just walk on.
Yeah.
No, really, like, yeah.
It's just the Tropico, everyone knows the traffic over there and it's just. I know. If you would put the parents in where the buses go, and the buses back where they used to go.
Okay.
Okay.
I motion to accept.
I guess I'll accept. Is that?
You guess?
Is that right?
I guess.
I guess.
Okay, motion by Hepburn, seconded by Vincelette. All in favor?
Aye.
Approve the following list of personnel items. Ms. Hargis.
Okay. I think we were going to table somebody.
Yes.
That was a request.
Always nice to look good.
Just looking for everybody else.
Right there.
Page 6.
Page 6.
The boys basketball position at Tropico is going to be tabled till a later date.
Okay. So with that being tabled, I would ask that you approve the remaining personnel items as written.
I will move to approve except for the tabled item.
I'll second.
Motion by Vincelette. Seconded by
Rendon.
Rendon. All in favor?
Aye.
Bye-bye.
Let's see.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
That, Ms. Finch,
I'll second that. I'm so sorry.
Ms. Finch resolution.
made the motion and seconded by Hepburn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
At 8:25.
Yes.